Hey guys, Heat the Geek here, doing a very quick Heroclix Fall WizKids Open review. Basically, it was a Heroclix regional for those of you that play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or PTQ if you play Magic. It's along those lines of an event. It was a bigger event. I want to say there was somewhere between 14 and 16 people. It might have been 15. I don't remember there being a bye. But all in all, it was a pretty big event, a big turnout. This event was combined with the Kindred Kitties event, which is typically in November, but it's shifted around. The date has shifted around the last couple of years because of the holiday season, timing, getting people to show up on a certain day. Like the event is always on a weekend. Saturdays and Sundays are always kind of hectic for people, especially in November and December. So they decided to combine the two events. Although I do know they raised a lot of money for the event. I don't remember how much. I left right after we finished the fourth round. There was only 4 rounds, and then there was a top 8 cut. I didn't make it. All in all, my record was 1-3, 1 win, 3 losses. I didn't do too well today, but this was a team I had. I think I posted a picture of it on Twitter, I think, during the event. It was Nick the Fury and this bug-looking Iron Man. It was 300 points exactly. Nick the Fury was 185 points, and then the Iron Man was 115. But basically, having a strong team dynamic was definitely the name of the game. I know, like Steve Rogers, or Sheriff Steve Rogers, was like the MVP piece of the event. A lot of people were using him. Some people had 2, and with his team ability, a very decent top dial for only like a 65 point piece, I think. So it's like 65 or 55 points max is kind of insane. I'm actually recording this video the next day. I was pretty tired last night, so I didn't do the video like I normally would. So I've probably forgotten most of it. I think round 1 was a loss. I did make actually score some points. I got 115 points. Round 1, I lost to the Sheriff Steve Rogers thing. He had 2 of them on his team that were backing up. One of his super rare pieces was the I forget her name, with the chick with like the rainbow hair. She can move around a lot. If she's on the highest elevation, she like heals a click or removes an action token every turn. And we were playing on like a flat map, but it was outdoors, so she got to keep taking actions every turn. It was kind of insane. And I couldn't hit any of my rolls despite my characters having very strong top dials. I rolled pretty bad the entire day. I missed a lot of attacks, which I'll get to that. Round 2 was a straight loss, 0 points. I think the guy I played round 2, he was using the Queen, Morgan Witch Queen LeFay, who I actually pulled in the last event, the pre-release event for this set. I think at that event, I think I got like 5th place. She's a ridiculous piece. She's probably one of the better pieces in like the draft environment. Being able to just pick a speed power every turn and having 12 attack on her top dial with pulse wave is just insane. She's not gonna miss, or at least you have to hope. If you're on the other end of, or if you're on the receiving end of her, you better hope that she misses, and then you hope that you can hit her and get her off her top dial. But yeah, she's pretty insane. With all that, with her mobility, I think she still has like an 11 movement. She can have running shot or hypersonic speed if she wants. My team was kind of low mobility. Well, Nick the Fury doesn't move that well. Iron Man can, but he usually gets targeted since he's the carrier. He can carry Nick the Fury, but if he gets hit, he can't do a whole lot. And then once Nick the Fury gets hit, he can't do a whole lot either. Especially with his low mobility, even though he has 185 points, he's a big piece, but he can't move that well, which kind of sucks. I mean, he's a powerhouse. He hits for 5 on his top dial, but he actually has to get in there to get the hit, which sucks when he can't move that well. So that was kind of the downfall of my team. is being very low mobility and everyone else having a higher mobility team with running shot or just more sidesteps or just having more pieces. I was only using 2 because he's 185 points. I probably should have went with a smaller point team, but the rest of my pulls weren't that great to try and make a 300 point team without having a stronger powerhouse. Yeah, I probably could have built it on just him, but the rest of my pieces weren't that great, so I didn't end up going with that. I thought having maybe a powerhouse piece would even the edge a little bit. He does have end dial pulse wave, but it's not really good enough. His stats are too low to utilize it well when he gets his pulse wave. Round 3 was another loss, but I got 125 points. It was actually a close game. He got like 2 crit misses very early on, and it looked like I was just being a shoo-in to get a win and potentially go 2-2 for the event, but he missed, or I missed a couple of my rolls at a key moment in the game, and his stronger piece was able to hit both of my guys, knocking them down off their top dials, and that was pretty much it. I lost after that. After being up the entire game, getting a lot of luck, it just didn't work out in the end. So I ended up losing that one. I lost that one by points. He killed Nick the Fury, which is how he won, because Nick the Fury is 185 points. I got 125, so that wasn't good enough. I couldn't kill any of his pieces either, so I lost there. Round 4 was my only loss. I think it was his first tournament. I scored the full point value of his team, 295 points. I don't think he killed either of my guys. He was using a bunch of really weaker guys. His team actually wasn't bad. It's just that there was like no team cohesion there. A lot of pieces, but they didn't really work that well together. Iron Man was able to move in and actually hit one of his running shots with penetrating psychic blast. He was able to weaken a lot of his stronger pieces right off the bat, and then Nick the Fury was able to get in and weaken the rest of his pieces, and that was pretty much it. Nick the Fury did get hit to his pulse wave click, but then he actually was able to resolve one of his pulse waves to like just kill the rest of his team, because he started missing after that. So that's kind of how the event went. It wasn't a bad event. I like going to the fall and winter events. They always seem to have a bigger turnout. People actually show up for them. It's more relaxed, it's more fun, it's not as stressful as like a regular Whiskers Open, because it's the holiday season. People definitely seem to be in a more cheerful mood at this time of the year. It's not about business and being serious. It's just about showing up and having fun, just playing the game. This is a good set. Was it the Battle World? I think the name of the set is Secret Worlds, Battle World, something like that. It's a very good set. A lot of really good pieces. Like even these two they're really good pieces individually. I mentioned Morgan with Queen LeVay is a very good piece. Even outside of this set, outside of a draft format, these are good pieces. They'll probably see play in the format at some point, because they're very strong pieces. This is how I learned how to start playing the game, was with these higher point, stronger pieces, these powerhouse pieces, as opposed to teams of 50 point, 60 point guys that have strong top dials, but they're pretty weak after they get hit once or twice. But yeah, this has been my Heroclix Fall WizKids Open review. I don't know when their next weekend event's going to be. I believe tournament organizer said there will be one in March, which will probably be, I'm not sure if it's a regional or if it's another pre-release. I think it might actually be another regional. I believe they changed their format where they're going to try and do a regional like every 4 months now. I'm not sure if we're guaranteed to get each of those regionals at Rockheads, but I'll try to show up to each one that they have. Obviously these regionals are going to probably be draft environment regionals. They're not going to be constructed. I'm hoping for a constructed regional at some point, because I do miss making a team out of just my own creativity, my own pieces. I do better in those types of environments. These draft environments, I do pretty bad overall. I can't build a team out of just pieces out of the set. I need more time to think, plan, and build and strategize a team of pieces that I actually like and that I actually want on my team, not just leaving it up to what I pull out of a booster box, which could be random. It's going to be pretty much anything. It's going to be a very mixed bag of good pieces and bad pieces, and the point values might not add up. So it's a lot tighter restriction. Definitely it's a higher skill level, but it's a little bit too random for my liking. That's why I don't even like drafting Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic because it's just way too random. It's doable, but it's a lot more difficult. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try to get this video up as quickly as I can. It is the holiday season, so I've been working every single day, so I haven't had time to upload a lot of videos. I just uploaded a bunch yesterday because I had the day off from work. So I'm gonna try to do uploads on the weekends. So there probably won't be any uploads during the week, but on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, I'll try to upload everything I recorded during the week. But I've kind of been taking time off from Double Daggers, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Not Your Parents' Basement Yu-Gi-Oh, because it is the holiday season. Just taking a break. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh format hasn't changed a whole lot, and it's kind of reverted to a previous format, which I'm not too big of a fan of right now. So there might not be too many Yu-Gi-Oh videos going up for the rest of this year. Magic potentially. I am working on my standard deck to actually play a little bit more standard now that Mindset Gaming has opened up back in Kenosha. He's trying to do more events overall, so there may be more videos in the future for Magic, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this video's going on long enough. Thank everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next time.